On behalf of Post 72 and all veterans throughout this great nation, I'd like to personally thank each and every one of you, not only for coming out on this beautiful fall day, but for participating in this worthwhile project. Give you a little background information. We've been doing this for 13 years. Fauquier County students have donated over 56,000 cards to this project. So give yourself a big hand.
All right, boys and girls, may I have your attention, please? All right, we are so excited to have the American Legion Riders. We are privileged to be able to spend just a few moments with you. This is an event that we have every year, and every year our students look very forward to being able to share this time. So I'm going to turn it over to you, and then we'll hear very soon from who will be receiving the challenge coin today.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. How you guys doing today? There we go. All right, my name is Mike Freeman. I'm the director of American Legion Riders Post 72. On behalf of Post 72 and all veterans to this great nation, I want to personally thank each and every one of you guys, not only for coming out on this beautiful fall day, but also for participating in this card project. Give you a little history. We've been doing this for 13 years. Fauquier County students have donated over 56,000 cards to this project. So give yourself a big hand. These cards will be sent to all branches of the military throughout the United States, sometimes around the world, to various veterans hospitals, and a significant number of them will go to what we call honor flights. What an honor flight is they charter airplanes and they bring veterans into Washington, D.C. The veterans are from World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. They fly them to Washington so they can see the memorials that are dedicated to their service. And it really means a lot to them. Tell you how much it means, we've actually got thank you cards from those very same veterans thanking us for the cards that you guys make. And I can assure you as a veteran, if you're away from home and you get a card like this in the mail, it holds a really contact between you and your close contact between you and your family, friends, and loved ones back at home. And I'm going to put somebody on the spot here. Ryan Blankenship. Ryan, raise your hand. Ryan was in combat in Desert Storm. He was so moved by these cards that he received, similar to ones that you guys make, he stored them in an ammo can, and he keeps them on his desk to this day, 30 years later. So again, we thank you guys. Show you how much these cards mean to us. And we also have a tradition in the military called a challenge coin. Those veterans, I have a couple in my pocket, but I'm going to hold it up for you guys to see.
What's the challenge coin look like?
What you do with a challenge coin is when you get off work, you go to the local, let's say, ice cream bar, and if you see another military person there, you challenge him or her to produce this coin. If they can't produce a coin, they have to buy you a beverage, let's say a Coca-Cola. However, if they do have their coin, you in turn have to buy them a beverage. So I'm going to deviate a little bit from normal tradition. I'm going to give this to your principal, and I'm going to challenge her to award this to some outstanding student who displays all the attributes of good citizenship, patriotism, gets good grades, willing to help their fellow students, and just is an all-around good person. So from Pool 72, I have the easy part giving it to you. You have the difficult part. You have to pick somebody to award it to. So thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yes, this is a very difficult decision, but we have a student who is such a roar student, a quiet soul, but he just exhibits all the attributes, all the characteristics of what it takes to be a good citizen. And so we would like Simon to come up and receive the challenge. Congratulations, Simon. And we also have two other students that would like to come forward and present the challenge coin to you. So can we have Gage and Fallon? Fallon is all the way at the end. Yeah, oh. His sister.
Oh, wow. How are you guys?
We have a challenge coin from our dad that we would like to gift you.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. We really appreciate it. Okay, before I leave, I'm going to ask a couple questions. Is there anybody here other than us that wrote in is a veteran? If you are, raise your hand. Do we have any back here?
Faculty and staff?
All right, now I'm going to ask a real question. Anybody, student, staff, whatever, if you have any relative that ever served in the military, it doesn't matter where, when, what branch of service, please raise your hand. Look at this. Give yourselves a round of applause. Okay, we also have one other guest here I forgot to mention. He's the current commander of American Legion Post 72, Mike Esso. Mike, raise your hand. There you go. Again, on behalf of all of us veterans, I want to thank you guys one more time for coming out here. Thanks for the cards. Last question. Would you guys like us to make a loop here and make a little bit of noise? That we can do, I promise you. Well, listen, you guys do well in school. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys again next year. Thank you.
thank you for watching the this year's thank you card mission video. If you stick around to the end, we'll or use the chapters down below. You can skip ahead to the B-roll, some bonus footage of some of the kids at the schools and us riding around, things of that nature. So it's just B-roll if you're interested. If you don't want to hear me talking for a little bit, yeah, feel free, skip forward, use the chapters but down below and enjoy the B-roll. But every year we do this mission, and every year it just gets better and better. This year we had, I want to say 19 schools total that participated. We added 2 more this year to the mission. And as you heard Director Freeman say, we've collected so many tens of thousands of cards that it's humbling. And it's just awesome. And I can't thank these kids enough for doing what they're doing, the faculty, the staff. Without them, this mission would not be what it is. So to everybody involved within the Fauquier County school system, the teachers, staff, students, thank you. It means so much to us. I also want to thank the Fauquier County Sheriff's Department for providing the safety escort for us. They ensured these 2 days ran smooth as all get out, and they assist us every year, and they really do an awesome job of not just keeping us safe, but keeping us getting that transition from school to school as quickly and as safely as possible, and keeping us on a schedule that we can manage. And without them, it would not have been as smooth as it was this year. So to those deputies that were out there, awesome job. Thank you very much. And to the sheriff, thank you for allowing your deputies to support this mission. We really appreciate it. Keep up the good work, and hope to see you again next year. I'd also like to thank the Warrenton Police Department for allowing Corporal Shaver, I hope his name is, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, for riding along with us, providing lead bike duties, having to run a roadblock or 2. Awesome guy. You did an awesome job. So thank you. Thank you to the Warrenton Police Department for allowing him to tag along. He did his part in keeping us safe as well, and also engaging with this mission as best he could. So thank you. Lastly, I'd like to thank my fellow riders out there that participated in this mission. And I'm not just talking about the American Legion Riders Post 72. We had representatives from other organizations, other rider groups that came out in support of this mission, and y'all made it awesome. It can be a little bit chilly on some of the mornings, but we had decent weather, and you guys showed up. You supported the mission. Thank you. It was awesome. It was great to see the turnout. Kids really love it. It's just awesome. So I really appreciate all of you guys and gals for participating as well and making this what it is. So now that all the thank yous are out of the way, I just want to give a little personal testimonial. As you saw in the one video clip, I did have my ammo can that had correspondence I received during Desert Storm, and in there, there's those people that you kind of expect and you know, I hate to use that word, but you know, you kind of expect your family to write you, well, maybe now it's emails, but back then it was letters, cards, you know, saying that they loved you and they're thinking of you and hoping that you're safe, and you know, you kind of expect that. But you know, I received a couple thank you cards, similar to what these students here have made, that were from, you know, my mom's Sunday school and Sunday school students, and also I received any soldier, you know, a complete stranger, a letter from a complete stranger, and you know, those are the ones that, you know, I hate to say it, mean the most, because you know your family means the most, really, but it's those unexpected ones that really hit you and make you appreciate what you're doing. And even though I may not have realized it in the time, it meant enough that I kept all of that, and I still have them to today. And that's how much it means over the years. And as Director Freeman said, I do keep it on my shelf here. I don't keep it necessarily on my desk. I have a bookshelf next to my desk, and it stays right there. So as I'm sitting here working, I can look over and I can see that, and I can remember, I can just remember and get into that mindset that I wasn't alone then, I'm not alone now. If I can get through that, what I'm going through now, this is nothing. I can drive forward, I can keep going. It's because of those cards, you know, those letters, those things, that correspondence I received back then, that got me through what I was going through at the time. It not only makes sense, but it's almost a duty now that I have to pay it forward. You know, I want to pay it forward, and it's now something that I make sure I do every year. It meant so much to me back then that I hope it means so much to those that these go to going forward. And I know that it does, because we have received multiple letters and emails, and you know, just expressing their gratitude from the veterans and the active duty and the whole community that have received these cards that these students have made, that you know, how appreciative they are, and that's why we're here. If we can bring a smile to their face, then our job is done for today, but it's definitely not done for tomorrow, because we got to keep that going. So it's just a mission that's near and dear to my heart, near and dear to a lot of my fellow riders' hearts, and we're going to keep this going as long as we can. So to that end, again, staff and students at the Fauquier County schools, thank you. We really appreciate it. Without you guys, this mission would not be. To my fellow riders from all chapters and organizations, thank you for supporting us in this mission and coming out and helping us out. To the Fauquier County Sheriff's Department and Warrenton Police Department, thank you for being there. Thank you for providing the safety escort and getting us where we need to get on time and on mission. So, again, appreciate everything, appreciate everybody, and with that, please enjoy the B-roll.
Company. Uh-oh, looky there.
Ooh, how about that?
We are second grade. We are second grade. Work all day but don't get paid. Work all day but don't get paid. Don't get paid but that's alright. Don't get paid but that's alright. Second grade is out of sight. 'Cause second grade is out of sight. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. Bring it all down now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, way to go, guys.
Look down. Sound off position.
Done that before. That's enough. You can't let that move. All right. Way to go, guys.